Dan, why is it that we don't have a population plan? Why don't Australians know what the size of the country might be in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time? And don't say to me governments can't do it, because we're already planning net zero 2050. You and I both know that population into our GDP numbers is a huge growth inflator, but often in per capita terms, Australians and households are worse off.
That's correct, and that's why you do need a plan, and the plan obviously has to adjust for things like congestion, like housing, what's happening to rent, what your unemployment rate is, and you've got to be able to assess all that, plus what your needs are in terms of workforce shortages. For instance, we know that under Labor Party policy, we need to see registered nurses 24 hours in all our aged care facilities. Now, we can't fill that demand locally. So what is their plan to bring overseas nurses in? Otherwise, we're going to see aged care facilities under enormous pressure, and in regional and rural areas even potentially have to close. There is nothing. So what we need to see from this government is a plan to address these workforce shortages in these critical areas, and also to take into consideration those negative externalities that you're talking about, those negative impacts that you can get from immigration if you don't do it correctly. We don't know, out of the potential 300,000 net overseas migrants that it's estimated that we're going to see coming to the country, how many of those are young and skilled. All this information should be made available so we know what is actually happening with our net overseas migration. But we're getting nothing from the government. We're getting absolutely just quiet. And my view is they want to do this by stealth, which isn't being transparent with the Australians.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll all look on budget night at that line there about the migration numbers in the out years. I know you will be. I'll be doing that as well. Dan Tehan, thank you.